What's up, y'all? And it's another day of cute boy behavior, but none other than your boy Daniel Chase. So today I'm gonna teach you how to get this look. This is like one of my favorite styles. I mean, just get into this look, man. I love it. It looks so natural. That's one of my favorite things about it. And this time I actually decided to accessorize it a little bit more than I typically do. And I feel like that's what's really setting it off right now. If you guys are digging this, if you guys have been learning things from this channel, please like, comment, subscribe, share this thing, like you got homeboys and homegirls that are out here distressed, scared to go to the salon because of the Rona. Like right now is the time to share the wealth, baby. So this video today is brought to you by Drake's Duck Inn. It's really not brought to you by Drake's Duck Inn, but I got their chicken today. I got like the chicken and waffles. So if you guys are in South Carolina, downtown Columbia, South Carolina, definitely check out Drake's Duck Inn. And after you get you some chicken and waffles from there, definitely make sure that you check out Sweet Cream, which is a little further down the street. It's natural homemade ice cream and it is bomb. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this look. What's up, y'all? We're just gonna go ahead and get into it. Typically at this point, I would just record the little clips and do voiceover, but man, I didn't feel like going through all that right now. We're just gonna get into it. And start prepping for this style. Before I get to ranting, because this is like the third or fourth time I've tried to record this clip. So we're gonna go over like products and materials. So of course you want to have your good rat tail comb. I use these for parting. I like the metal one because the metal one gets your lines straight, and I love a good straight part. Okay. Next up is the hair. So the hair, I've used Cuban twist hair, which I'll put in a picture right here. I love it. I mean, it holds up so good. But this style, I want this style to look natural. Y'all know when it comes to my hair, I love instant gratification. So y'all know I'll pick up a pack of weave in a heartbeat. So we're gonna go with Marley hair today. Marley is going to give you more of a natural kink and wave pattern. Okay, we're going to use this. So the hair that I do 1 and 1B hair. As you see, it looks very natural compared to my hair. The reason why I mix the colors is because when your hair hits light, it does not always reflect the same shade of black. Okay, sometimes there's little hues of brown. I like for my hair to blend when light hits it. That's important because some of y'all hair don't blend when the light hit it. But that's another video, baby. So we're gonna use this, and you definitely want to have rubber bands. Now, I like to have a little fun with my natural styles. Of course, I got a big personality, so I like for my hair to have personality. So we're gonna do a few seashells. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this, and a little bit of braid and jewelry. See, these have crosses on it, because I love my Lord and Savior, so we're definitely gonna represent him today. Give him glory in the name, okay? Let's go ahead and get into this style, y'all. So as you know from previous videos of mine, I like to use Murray's Edge Wax. Of course, you can use whatever edge control you want, but this just works out the best with laying down my hair. Now, like I told you guys a couple of seconds ago, this metal end rat tail comb does wondrous works with giving you a good straight part, man. Look how good and crisp that line is. So you want to put some edge control at the bottom. Now we're going to grab a rubber band, and you want to just go around the hair a few times. You don't want to make it too tight because A, you don't want to create breakage in the hair, and then B, we're going to be crocheting hair underneath this, and then also C, why make it that tight? Like, a headache should not be a side effect of having a good hairstyle. Like, I just don't believe in that. So right here, I'm going to be sectioning off the hair. And right now in this moment is where I'm typically strategizing. How many rows of these little ass ponytails do I feel like making? Because this right here is quite tedious. Getting these lines straight, getting this edge control laid to make sure that my lines are good and straight. That's work, man. That takes a lot of effort. Before you even attempt this style, I really think that you need to have a mental picture, a mental idea of how big you want these twists to be and how full you want the look to come out to be. Because this is going to gauge how large you make these parts. Now, you don't want to make the part too big because you don't want it to be way bigger than the twist itself. And you also don't want to make it too small if you're trying to make this thing look natural. Now right here, we pretty much have the first half of the top section sectioned out. Now you want to gauge how large you've made these parts because you're going to have to duplicate this on the other side. But right now, I'm going to pin this back and I'm going to show you a little bit about what we're going to be doing to get these twists. Now we're going to take the hair. Like I told you, I mixed the 1 and 2B. I might pull 2 pieces from one and 1 piece from another. And I just mixed the 2B and the 1 together. Now we're going to take our hand and we're going to unravel the hair a little bit. Not a whole lot, but we're going to unravel it a little bit. And this is going to be real essential to getting this hair crocheted underneath this rubber band. Now we're going to take the crochet needle. We're going to go underneath the rubber band. This is another reason why I was saying you don't want to make these little ponytails too tight. Now that we got the needle underneath there, we're going to open up the needle. We're going to take the hair that we just unraveled and we're going to twist it together. And after we twist it, we're going to lay it in the hook and close the hook. Yeah, you want to lay it all the way on there. Make sure all of that hair is down before you close that hook. And then we're going to pull it underneath this ponytail. See, this is another reason why I said you don't want to make this thing too tight. Now, after you get, the first part in there, you can pretty much take your fingers and you can pull the rest of it the way through. So now that you got the hair through there, you want to go ahead and begin to unravel it a little bit more. You don't want to do the entire thing, but just enough to get it at least past where your actual hair stops. So now that we got the hair under here, at this point you want to take some gel, put it right here. I'm using the Murray's braiding paste, putting a little bit on the hair, and then we're going to, open the hair into 2 other sections and lay it across both sides of the hair that was just crocheted. Now the reason why you want to feather it out or unravel the twist a little bit is because you're going to lay your hair here and we're going to turn this thing clockwise to pretty much hide my hair and protect my hair inside of it. And you want to do the same thing for both sides. So I want you to pay attention to what we are about to do as we start to cross the hair around each other. So as I wrap the hair around, I take the individual pieces in each hand and twist it to tighten and lock the hair in again. Now doing this is going to, number one, keep your hair inside of the twist, keeping it looking neat, but it's also going to help your twist look smoother and last longer. So
So like I stated earlier, you definitely want to have an idea of how full, how many, and definitely how long you want your hair to come out to be. Now, despite the projected length, you still want to go ahead and twist it a little bit longer than that length, because after you take your hands off of it and the twist begins to unspring a little bit, of course the length is going to change. So you want to make sure that you have some extra to work with just in case you need it. Now for me, I'm using rubber bands to close the end of this twist. Now of course with this kind of hair you can use the hot water method. I don't really like that method, especially on shorter hair, because getting that hot water in the twist, there's a high chance of you burning your own face. Some people go the ghetto kitchen route and they use a lighter, but I really don't suggest that, especially with your real hair being twisted inside of this. It's very easy to catch your real hair on fire. Alright, so as a little tip right here, as you're crocheting the hair underneath the rubber band, you want to take one hand and keep a grip on your actual hair as you're pulling the Marley hair through. And that's because the texture of the Marley hair can easily grip your hair and pull it underneath the rubber band along with it. And when it gets to the point for you to take down the style, this can really be a bad situation. It can create knots and tangles and inadvertently result in breakage, and that really defeats the purpose of a protective style. So as you see, we have a few done. This is when we're going to go ahead and start cutting the length. Now what I do, I don't ever really give it a blunt cut. That makes the ends look very flat and to me look unnatural. What I do, I go at an angle, clipping some of the hair, cutting a lot of the bulk out of it, but still yet leaving a little bit on the end to give it a natural appearance. Alright, so we're going to get into how you add the seashells to the twist. Now you want to take a little bit of hair. You don't want to take a whole lot, but you want to take a little bit of hair, pull it off. You want to take your seashell and you take your crochet needle, stick it through the opening of the shell. Now you don't want to be too aggressive with this because of course these shells can break, but you want to take the little bit of hair that you got, put it in the loop, and then you want to close the latch. And once you do that, you want to go ahead and take the shell, push it up, and pull the hair through. Like I said, you do want to be careful. These shells can definitely break. Now after you pull the hair through there, you want to go ahead and add that hair back to the strands that you were using for your twist, and you want to twist it to go ahead and lock that hair back in, and you want to go ahead and continue your twist on down. And pretty much these are all the steps. You don't have to put a seashell on every last one of them. I suggest that you really don't. But pretty much you just repeat these steps until you complete all of them and accomplish that full look.
Now let's get into setting the hair. So setting, when you have like twists and braids, is basically just sealing the hair together so that it doesn't unravel. Now, for the most part, for a natural look, I close my hair with rubber bands. As y'all see, you know, if you didn't know me, if you didn't know where my hair started out at, this would look like it's really me, you know what I'm saying? And the rubber bands kind of give it that effect as well, you know? But to seal the hair and kind of help the style last a little longer, some people do it with hot water. Depending on how long your hair is, you might not want to do that. And especially with a style as short as this, you don't want that hot water hitting your neck or your face. So I set mine with a blow dryer. I feel like it's quicker. I've had this blow dryer forever, y'all. Gosh. But I feel like it's quicker to set the hair this way. Basically, you just turn on your blow dryer. And you just blow at it for just a few seconds at a time. Up where my real hair is. Blow on it for like 3-4 seconds and let it, you know, close the hair around my real hair. It's a lot safer to do it that way versus boiling water, because boiling water on your real hair will literally like burn and damage the follicle. With the blow dryer, you can control how much heat and how long. Alright, y'all, so this concludes everything with the video. Hopefully I made these steps easy enough for you guys to be able to catch on. And if you do have a little bit of difficulty, I don't want you guys to fret. I mean, it definitely takes practice, okay? Like, I didn't come out the gate already knowing how to slay like this. So these are things that I just taught myself, and with practice, you can master this. I just want you guys to be great. Remember, one love, but much love.